Hi, welcome to the MISCO Expo 2013. I'm joined by Mark, who's Business Development Manager at Dell. Mark, it's great to have this opportunity to speak to you. The product that you're really keen on demonstrating at this year's event is the PowerEdge VRTX. This is a new product. Tell us a bit about it.
So the PowerEdge VRTX really is a unique product out in the marketplace. It brings together compute, networking, storage, all together in a really small package. So think about an all-in-one data center type idea, all in a 19-inch tower format, or I can rack that in 5 years worth of rack space. So we're really aiming this at customers who need to get IT out into regional office, small branches, or small startups. But also, as we're showing this out to customers, they're also bringing use cases to us that we've never even thought of as well.
Okay, we've just had a quick tour of the product and it surprised me how small and quiet it actually is. It's got 4 servers, up to 48 terabytes of storage, networking built in. What challenges did you face getting all that into a tower of that size and making it as quiet as it is?
So you're absolutely right. There are some challenges around density, but the engineering teams at Dell absolutely rose to that challenge. Yeah, we gave them some very strict acoustic sound prevention challenges to make sure that it could sit inside an office without causing problems to customers acoustically, but also power and thermal as well. So it's absolutely designed to sit inside the office environment without special aircon, without special power, and sit underneath maybe a receptionist's desk even, without it being annoying, without it being loud, and with it just being deployed in that standard office environment.
Which is crucial, that opens it up to such a wide audience. Now, consolidating all that hardware into a software package has obvious advantages. What about from a software perspective? Can customers expect to control all that from a single unified interface? How does that work? Tell us a bit about the software side of things.
So again, you know, the system management team, the open managed team that already has DRAC, which is our remote capability, and the CMC from the larger data center blade chassis, brought a lot to the table, brought a lot of collaboration and development to the table. So we're able to bring one pane of glass together, one IP address to manage the whole chassis that includes that networking element, that includes that storage element, that includes vitally and uniquely an open PCI slot architecture at the back end of the chassis, and also be able to reach out to the DRAC and tunnel down and do the remote KVM elements as well. All from one CMC interface, all from that simple pane of glass. And the other thing that we've really worked on is making it easy to use. So you don't need to do the hours of training, the days of training to manage the storage or manage the infrastructure. It is designed to be easy.
Yeah, so convenience, particularly for businesses that don't have dedicated around-the-clock IT departments. Now, you've talked about a few of the benefits. We know about Open PCI. Another is the shared storage. What are the advantages of that over a traditional storage area network, for example?
So obviously one of the elements that customers came and told us to address is make sure it's virtualization ready. So that means shared storage. So rather than just designing something that was a compute module and then having to do external storage, we brought that into the chassis so that it's ready for VMware, Hyper-V, so that we can enable customers to virtualize. So you've got the 4 compute nodes on one side, ready to load up the virtualization software, and then you've got the up to 48 terabytes worth of shared storage on the other side of the chassis, ready to support the live migration, the vMotions, etc., etc. So that virtualization message or the virtualization goodness that customers are looking for, we can absolutely support in that piece of infrastructure.
You touched on a key term there, message. From our engineering perspective, you can see what's gone into this product. It is impressive. Early reviews have been full of praise, but how important is it for you personally to be at this event and showcase the product hands-on and explain to people face-to-face what the benefits actually are?
So that's a really good question. So because it is unique, first to market, you know, lots of new features like the shared storage, like the open PCI architecture at the back end of the chassis, you know, the ability to say to a customer, to show a customer, is absolutely crucial, because there isn't another product out there like it. So we can't say, oh, it's like a new generation of a Dell XYZ. We can't compare it to a competitor's product, because there is nothing out there like the VRTX at the moment. So we have to show customers, get them to the product so they can see it firsthand, and then they realise how powerful that product is.
Okay, so for customers that can't make it to the MISCO Expo this year, they might have businesses where they've got servers, switches, storage arrays, everything locked up in a cupboard, wires everywhere. Which standout features would you like to make them aware of in the PowerEdge VRTX?
So it really depends on the pain point that particular customer is trying to solve. It's all about, that whole VRTX solution came around based on customer feedback, based on customers saying, help me solve my data center in a closet problem, help me solve my power problem, my heat problem. So first thing is, what is the pain point that a particular customer is trying to solve? And if you take a step back and say, what are the outstanding features? Virtualization ready, openness of those PCI slots, up to 8 of them at the back end, so we can do gigabit networking, 10 gig networking in there, we can do GPU in there, so that open architecture is great, and also that ready for virtualization piece, so that even the smaller customers can now benefit from a shared infrastructure and a virtual infrastructure as well, and take all the management savings and all the agility that virtualization brings to that platform, on top of a really well managed, really well put together, really robust, but easy to deploy VRTX.
Brilliant. Okay, Mark, well, thanks for that insight. We think this is a really interesting product, so we're looking forward to seeing more of it in the future. Thanks for watching.